Hey everyone, welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom, where we talk baseball history through the cards we love. My name is Jake T. O'Donnell. Today, it's time for another PSA grades reveal, and once again, we have not looked at the grades for this. So a little bit of background, if you are a loyal Wax Pack Wisdom watcher, you're a subscriber to our channel, which you should be. If you're not, you're missing a lot of great content if you aren't. Back around the November 2023 timeframe, right around Thanksgiving, we put out a video where we discussed the cards that we were thankful for. And that included a bunch of cards from the 1970s. And those were cards that had been in my long-term collection that my father and I built in the 1990s. See the nice PSA logo there? And all of those cards that were in that video were sent to PSA. And that's these cards here. There are a few other cards that I sent. This was part of a 1970s special that PSA ran. And I sent all of these cards in to be graded. And we're going to take a look and see what grades we got. Once again, as I said, I have not seen these grades. So there are some cards in here that I've had for upwards of 30 years. And there are some newer cards in here as well. So there's 12 cards total, and there are a couple basketball cards, which is going to be the first one that we look at actually here. By the way, just for reference, just to get the picture right, this is a Jim Cott rookie card, which is not in the order, but just to give you a little look at what would be where we want the cards to sit. So I have that right. All right, so let's start. First card out of the 12 is this. It's a basketball card. It's a John Havlicek. This is 1975. This was just one that I bought in an auction, in a whatnot auction. And I think these are somewhat condition-sensitive cards. This is probably going to be in my personal collection. And it got a 7. That is a really nice grade. Any card from this era, these sort of condition-sensitive sets, getting a 7, I will take that. Every day of the week. So very happy with that grade. And yeah, that will probably stay in my personal collection. This next one is one that is probably not going to stay in my personal collection. This is a 1970 Yaz. So what happened was that I've been actually building a bit of a personal collection of Yaz cards. I have all of his Topps base cards from all of the years that he played, and I've been collecting other years, the Fleer cards, the Donruss cards, and then the sort of oddball cards and things like that too. I have a few, a Peachy and a few other things. What happened was that I bought 2 of these by accident. And that's, if you're not organized and go to a card show or buying stuff on Whatnot or Facebook or whatever, or you buy cards in a lot or that kind of thing, sometimes you kind of forget to, sometimes you kind of forget to, if you bought a card or not. And I kind of forgot that I bought 2 of these cards. So I figured, well, I'm going to send this one in to be graded. It's really nice. It's 1970, and if it comes back, with a good grade or whatever grade it comes back in, I'm probably going to sell this or trade this and keep the other one. So let's see what we got. Just a 5. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, you kind of see there's like a corner touch there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a 6 or a 7 on this, but let's look at the back. I mean, it's pretty clean. I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. There might be some imperfections that I'm not really noticing on the card, but I was hoping for a bit of a better grade on that. All right. I'm going to try to find... Okay, I'm going to skip to the next one here. This is this was another 75 basketball card. This is Dave Cowens. Another Celtics legend. This is probably also going to be a personal collection card. There you see a nice view of Dave Cowens there, and this one gets a 6. Okay, so that's a good grade. Not as good as the other one. I think the centering is probably part of the issue with why that was the case. All right, so that's probably staying in. I want to find this one. Okay, so I'm kind of going in a little bit of out of order from the cards that we got. This one is a 1970 Reggie Jackson. So this is a second-year Reggie Jackson. And I can already tell that I sort of missed, when I sent this in, that the back is very off-center in this card. You can tell that it is almost more or less miscut. on the back. But it was very sharp. And again, a second-year Reggie Jackson card. I figure somebody would want this, but again, it's miscut. And let's see what the grade is. Yeah, it just gets a 4. And again, I think that the centering is the biggest reason for that. But nice card nonetheless. Somebody will want it. All right, so the rest of the cards here are mostly all, and I'm just checking the backs just to make sure that there aren't any that these are all going to be personal collection cards. One of them is a more recent edition that I'm going to look at first. And again, this is a 19 set. So this one is, again, this is more of a recent edition, but this is personal collection all the way. This is a 1972 Roberto Clemente. This is, to me, has the reputation of being one of the best cards ever. I mean, look at that. Just the colors and the greatness of the man, as we all know. So what grade did we get? Just, this only got a 1.5. This might be one that I look to upgrade at some point. I don't really care, to be honest with you. And I think I can understand some of the grading. It's the corners are rough. This is not a high grade card. But I think that maybe I'll upgrade it. I don't know. But it wasn't that expensive, and I just wanted to get it graded and have it be sort of a graded part of my personal collection, because it is, even in the low grade, it's one of the best cards ever, and really thankful to have it. So, all right. So again, so the rest of the cards are all cards that you saw if you watched that previous video of mine. And I will try to go somewhat actually in the order that I think the cards were shown in that video. So the first one was this 1974 Topps World Series card that has Willie Mays on the front of it. This was the first card that I showed in the video. And it gets a 6. Nice. Terrific grade on that. 74s are a condition sensitive set. You can see it's a little bit off center. Not the best left to right centering, but really happy with that grade. Anything kind of over a 5 would be kind of what I'm looking for. All right. Next one I think I showed was this Lou Whitaker rookie card from 1978 with also Garth Iorg, Dave Oliver, and Sam Perlazzo, who I think was a manager in the big leagues for a while. Top to bottom centering is not great, but it's actually decently centered left to right, and it gets a 4. Again, I think the centering is the biggest reason why. Nice card, big part of my collection. Love Lou Whitaker, one of the greatest second basemen ever. Shame that he's not in the Hall of Fame. Shame he fell off the ballot, I think, on the first try. Just ridiculous. He should be in. Good corners on this card, but again, I think that the centering is top to bottom is the big reason why. But again, not super concerned so much about the grades on this. For example, this next card, this Jack Morris rookie card that I've had forever, this is not going to be a high grade card. You can already tell. You can tell that corner is worn down. The top, both of the corners are worn down, and it's a little bit off center top to bottom. There's also, you're going to see there's some surface wear on the front. So I'm a little surprised that this got the 4. I thought this was going to get probably a 2 or a 3. So I will take a 4 in this. And you can tell, you can see the surface wear there. You can see, the scratching, and it's not a perfect card, but it gets a 4. So I'll gladly take that. All right, there's 4 more cards here. I'm going to show this one. Next one is 2 of the last 4 cards are Hall of Fame rookie cards. This is a Rich Gossage rookie card from 1973. You can tell that they put it in the baggy version of the slabs, which I'm not crazy about. It could be an issue with minimum size, possibly. And let me just kind of have to tap it a little bit to get it to straighten out. They did this with the Tim Raines rookie card that I sent in too. You can see it's a little bit off in the slab, but it does get the 7 though. Outstanding grade for an outstanding card in a condition sensitive set. It's a little bit off center, but that is a fantastic grade for a Goose Gossage Hall of Fame rookie card. Can't complain about that. I just wish it wasn't in the bigger slab. Again, I'm assuming it's just because of the fact that maybe it didn't measure quite 100%, but we'll work that out. I'll get it to sit in the slab correctly. It's just going to take me a little bit to do that. Okay, the final 3 cards. So the first one, and again, these next two cards were given to me in a shoebox of cards by the niece of Tom Seaver. And there's a whole story about that you can watch a little bit about in the video. This is a second year, 1974 Mike Schmidt card. This was in a shoebox of cards again, so there's some surface wear on the back. I've been wondering a long time, waiting a long time to figure out what these last three cards would grade. But again, second year Mike Schmidt, his first solo card, and it gets a 5. So good grade, probably about what I was expecting with some of the surface wear. Not a perfect card, but a perfect card in my heart, in my mind. Great centering, maybe a little bit off top to bottom. Great card, and permanent part of my collection. All right, the next one is a Ozzie Smith rookie card, 1979. Tough card because of the centering. The centering on this example is very good, as you can see. The one thing that is a real ding to this card is the top left corner there, which is a bit touched. But let me just make sure that that is focused. Come on. Okay. Let me just do that. There we go. All right. Let's see what we got. We got a 4. Okay. So I think that corner really did ding it a bit, but again, this is one of my all-time favorite cards. One of the favorite cards in my collection, in a 4, and it is in the slab, and it's a special one for me. One of the best Hall of Fame, one of my great Hall of Fame rookie cards. So, and then the last card, I've been waiting to get this one back. An absolutely gorgeous 1972 Willie Mays. The only Playing Days Willie Mays card that I had in my collection as a kid. There you see it. You know, the one thing that you can ding it on is top to bottom centering. But it is a gorgeous card, and the grade that it got is a 6. Okay. I was hoping maybe for a 7, possibly even an 8, but a 6 is fine. And again, most important thing to me is having this card back and having it be a permanent part of my collection, protected in the slab, protected in the state that it's in. And those are the grades from PSA for this 1970s order. So that is going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. Thanks for watching. If you have a story about one of the players we've talked about, or if you have any thoughts about these grades, how do you think I did? How do you think PSA did on these cards? I think overall, they're maybe a little bit lower than I expected, maybe a little bit lower than I hoped, but you know, again, these are all, like, the majority of these are personal collection, and I'm okay with the grades. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you think PSA was fair to me in this one. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Wax Pack Wisdom content. In the video description, you can find links to where you can follow Wax Pack Wisdom on all social media channels. You'll also find a link to a list of our favorite nonprofits and charities. If you enjoyed this video, please consider a donation to one of those organizations. It would mean a lot to us. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.